This week, we're playing tag. And you can't play tag inside, you bump into things. We're playing It's Finally Fall tag. We're on location. Welcome to Matt Reviews Books. I am Matt, and no, I don't have my usual backdrop of bookshelf and books. We're here outside on the Mendocino coast to play It's Finally Fall book tag. Seriously, the last 7 days were absolutely gorgeous and vivid and all sorts of good, and now you can't. Over there somewhere is the other side of Pudding Creek. I actually saw this one, so I saw this originally. Peter likes books, and he also said something. He goes, I never get tagged in these book tags, so I'm just going to do it. And that, for me, was a green light. It's inspirational, so thank you, Peter Likes Books. Because I'm just going to do it too, because nobody tagged me. But, alright, the original tag video, by the way, was Tall Tales. See, I'm reading notes. I got notes. And I'll post both the Peter Likes Books in the link below. You can look at his version, and you can look at the original Tall Tales. Put her video linked in the description as well. With that, after 2 minutes intro, let's get to it. Number 1. In fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. This Follow the River by James Alexander Thom is really wonderful. It's set in colonial America. It's based on a true story of a young woman, Mary Ingalls, who is kidnapped by natives, Indians, and they take her to their home, and she escapes, and she walks back. Number 2. Nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. Lord of the Rings. If that ain't heavy and beautifully written, I don't know what is. It deals with some heavy-duty themes. It's not just, monsters and light and dark. There's a lot of shadow and a lot of gray areas. It's a spectrum. And this takes place in the world of the Hobbit. So we go to the Shire, and even the Hobbits, who are supposed to be these good-natured, happy creatures, even they are acting like, they got a mean streak in them. Yeah, so number 3. Fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. Changes in the Land. Indians, Colonists, and the Ecology of New England by William Cronin. Basically, it explores the relationship between humans and the environment, and how environment shapes history and shapes the built environment. This town right here wouldn't be here if it wasn't for A, the redwood trees, and B, the river. Big River is just right over there. That's Mendocino Bay. We don't exist in a bubble. History doesn't exist in a bubble. The environment doesn't exist in a bubble. The two are related, and they go hand in hand and part and parcel.
Number 5. The colorful leaves are piling up. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines.
Number 4. In order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with the people we love. Name a fictional family or household or friend group that you'd like to be part of. I would actually be, I'd want to be a Stark. in Game of Thrones, the Song of Ice and Fire series. And why the Starks? Well, come on, it's the fall. Winter is coming. Number 6. Fall is the perfect time for storytelling. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. And this is where I dropped the ball. I came all this way to this spot on Big River, and I forgot the book. But the book, we'll just do a screenshot real quick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Good Me, Bad Me by Ali Land. Yeah, I know I did a review earlier this year, just a couple months ago, about this book. But, come on. It's a great story. When you're talking about a 15-year-old girl telling a story from her point of view about trying to transition from a life with a mom who's a serial killer to testifying against her own mother and trying to join a normal life. It's a gripping read. It's fantastic.
Number 7. The nights are getting darker. Share a dark, creepy read. I have one, and it's kind of counterintuitive. The Hobbit. It seems like The Hobbit is not the most... It's not a creepy read on first glance. But, because, you know, it starts light, and it kind of ends light, and... But, if you read that sequence with them going through Mirkwood, and the spiders, which is why we're here, because this reminds me of Mirkwood. But I'm really glad there are no spiders.
Number 8. The days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that could warm up somebody's cold and rainy day. It's not necessarily a single short read, but if you can find them, go dig it up. Norton Anthologies. My personal favorite is the Victorian Age. Has a number of... I'm going to put the notebook down here for a second. Has a number of writers that you're familiar with. Rudyard Kipling, Percy Bysshe Shelley, Alfred, Lord Tennyson. The language is uplifting, and it's, for some reason it is heartwarming. I find it. Maybe I'm just a romantic at heart. Maybe I'm a Victorian at heart. Interesting. Number 9. Fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to soon. The Baroque Cycle. I brought System of the World because this bad boy is, they're all big. They are dense. They're great reads. They're awesome. The history comes alive. Set in 17th century England, and it brings concepts like mathematics, commerce, science, algebra, basic ideas behind those, which seem like kind of big ideas. They are. Quicksilver, The Confusion, and System of the World. Neil Stephenson, go find him. Go forth and read it.
Number 10. Fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite reading accessories. I don't often get a chance to actually sit down and read. In those rare occasions when I do read, yes, incense and chant. Gregorian chant. This one is by the Benedictine monks of Santo Domingo de Silos. I like chant too, and incense. That's it. I secretly want to live in a monastic library.
Well, that's all for me. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm supposed to tag somebody, but I don't know anybody. I got people watching. Hi. Oh, that's awkward. Anyway, I guess if you want to do this, go ahead, do it. See you next time.